Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Around the World. Today we will see how to achieve success in your life. You might say in nowadays life most people are working hard to get success, but at some point they fail and just leave it. Why? What is the reason of their failure instead of so much hard work? The luck? I don't think so. I think there is planning. Okay, so let's see what is the perfect way to success. This video might be a little bit boring for you, but I request you to watch till the end. I'm sure it will help you to achieve the true success in your life. And yeah, if you like the video, please subscribe and share my channel. I promise to give you this types of passionate video that will surely helps you in your life at some point. Number 1 is always challenge yourself. Richard Branson says, "My biggest motivation is just to keep challenging myself. I see life almost like a one long university education that I never had. Every day I'm learning something new." There is nothing better than competing with ourselves to become a better version of who we are with every passing day. While others can lead, motivate, challenge, direct or push us, we can only get a greater result if the motivation to do better comes from within, regardless of whether we are learning a new skills, taking on a new role, meeting a new people, or simply trying to do whatever we do better. When we put deep thought onto evaluating ourselves and identifying improvement areas, only then we can consistently evolve towards our goals. Number 2 is believe in yourself. Every time you state what you want or believe, you are the first to hear it. It's a message to both you and others about what you think is possible. Don't put a ceiling on yourself. Learning how to believe in yourself will open up endless possibilities in your life. At times you may find this difficult to do. The truth is always we have been conditioned throughout our lives to doubt ourselves. We must retain ourselves to get rid of our fears and self-doubt in order to build self-esteem and self-confidence. Everything you have in your life is a result of your belief in yourself and the belief that it's possible. Number 3 is don't waste your time. Steve Jobs says, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the result of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinion drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary." You know, life is very short. None of us knows when it is time for us to go. None of us knows if not today is our very last day on earth. For some it will be. So how can you be so sure that today is not also your last day on earth? How can you be so sure that you will still be here tomorrow? I don't know whether I will still be around tomorrow. I guess so, but I don't know for sure, and neither do you. Our time on earth is short in every moment, whether we like it or not. And once a moment is gone, it is gone forever. It is deducted from the number of moments we were given when we were born. And every breath we take, that number shrinks. Number 4 is don't fear of a change. Bill Gates says, "People always fear change. People feared electricity when it was invented, didn't they? People feared coal, they feared gas-powered engines. There will always be ignorance, and ignorance leads to fear. But with time, people will come to expect their silicon masters." Of course, since every one of us has a room for improvement, this can also mean if you don't change yourself, then you can't be responsible for changing your situation in life. You can never see any improvement in your life if you stick to your comfort zone. We all need a healthy dose of normal stress in our lives. After all, we can only see what we are really capable of if we make the effort to go over our preconceived limits. Number 5 is do it now before it's too late. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw up the bowlines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, and discover. Between a too early and too late, there is never more than a moment. Say it before you run out of time. Say it before it's too late. Say what you are feeling. Waiting is a mistake. You can never do a kindness too soon, for you never know how soon it will be too late. It is not too late to take another path. And number 6 is work hard. The price of success is hard work, dedication to the job at hand, and the determination that whether we win or lose, we have applied the best of ourselves to the task at hand. Each new day brings with it an important choice. Either we feel it with our best or we allow it to slip away. There is no better option. The hours are going to pass anyway. Choosing to work hard makes the most of them. In my opinion, there are few joys in life more satisfying than lying down at night with tired legs attached to the tired body. To know I gave my full energy to something important is an amazing feeling and fulfilling in itself. Number 7 is failure is inevitable. Before success comes in any man's life, he is sure to meet with much temporary defeat and perhaps some failures. When defeat overtakes a man, the easiest and the most logical thing to do is to quit. That's exactly what the majority of men do. What do you do when you spend weeks, months, or even years working on something that just doesn't work? What story do you tell yourself? Imagine you are walking across a rope bridge that you have walked across 100 times. As you are crossing, you suddenly feel one of the planks snap beneath your feet and watch it plunge into the rushing river below. You freeze with your foot suspended in mid-air. In that moment, what you do next is incredibly important. If you panic, you might end up in the river too, or you might freeze in place, unable to move. Either way, you are in trouble. How do you get moving again? You have to tell yourself a story about all of the times you have successfully crossed the bridge in the past. Number 8 is be creative. I am enough of an artist to draw freely upon my imagination. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination encircles the world. That's when we look over at our peers who are creative types and wonder why we didn't inherit any of those creative genes ourselves. But it may be that we are looking at it wrong. In fact, many psychologists argue that creativity is not something people are born with. It's actually a skill that can be learned, and as with any other skills, you can only get better at with practice. The brain is like a muscle that needs to be developed, in this case using cognitive exercises. Number 9 is take actions. Thomas Edison says, being busy does not always mean real work. The object of all work is production or accomplishment, and to either of these ends there must be forethought, system, planning, intelligence, and honest purpose, as well as perspiration. Seeming to do is not doing. When you take actions, not only do additional resources come your way, but you get feedback that helps you adjust your course and refine your approach. In my seminar, I conduct a very illustrative exercise. I hold up a $100 bill and ask participants if any of them would like to have it. I stand in front of the room and wait until they get it. Usually after several seconds, someone jumps out of their seat and rushes forward to pluck the $100 bill out of my hand. I then tell the rest of the audience that they too could have been the one to get the money if only they had taken action. And at last, number 10 is always accept criticism. Criticism may not be agreeable, but it is necessary. It fulfills the same function as pain in the human body. It calls attention to an unhealthy state of things. Dealing with criticism positively is an important life skill. At some point in your life, you will be criticized, perhaps in a professional way. Sometimes it will be difficult to accept, but that all depends on your reaction. You can either use criticism in the positive way to improve, or in a negative way that can lower your self-esteem and cause stress, anger, and even aggression. to deal with criticism positively may require a good self-esteem and some skills. At last, I will give you one example of all this way. How often have you set a New Year's resolution and have it completely failed by the end of the year? Maybe you set a vague goal like I'm going to get healthy this year, and at first it's exciting. You buy a new gym membership, dig up your old gym clothes and start heading to the gym every day for a week too. But then you miss a day. That's fine, you will just go tomorrow, but then tomorrow comes along and you realize that you actually have some more work you would like to get done. By the end of the week, you have not gone at all and your gym shorts are just collecting dust on your floor. That's because the problem is with typical goal setting is that the goals set are too broad and you have no idea where to start. So when you set a goal like, I want to get healthy, you end up spinning your wheels. The truth is, success is not goal or destination. It is a mindset you take on to achieve your goals. And like all other mindsets, you don't just drop it once you achieve your goals. Instead, you adopt it so you can carry it with you forever. And I will be honest, success is not an easy feat to accomplish. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, if you like, please subscribe and share my channel.